Hey, how you doing, folks? My name is Jamie, and today we're going to be talking about Tourette's jokes. Wait, didn't we already do that? I'm pretty sure we've already done that. Why are we doing this again? Oh! Even though my first video on this topic has received a lot of really fantastic positive feedback, I have gotten criticism from people who, well, there's no real nice way to put this. I refer to them as Pokémon, which is short for people who completely missed the point of the video. Basically, what these people do is they watch my video, and then they respond to an argument that is actually at odds with the points that I'm trying to make in the video. And rather than just brush them off and go, oh, well, you know, other people got it, so those guys, whatever, they consistently misunderstood the points I was making, so I feel like that kind of reflects on the way that I made those points. So that's why this video exists. There's actually like 3 central kind of criticisms that I've found in the variety of comments that I've seen. So rather than go through comment by comment and respond, I figured I would break down the largest issues that people seem to have and see if I can address them in a way that makes more sense.
I can make jokes about anything I want to make jokes about.
You can. You can make jokes about literally anything you want to make jokes about. The point that I was really trying to go for there was more in the vein of your Tourette's jokes suck. Like, objectively speaking, they're not particularly good jokes. To the average person who only sees a few Tourette's jokes that are from this general crop, it can look like I'm overreacting to something that's basically a non-issue. So don't just take my word for it. Let's actually go online and look at some Tourette's jokes for ourselves. When I googled Tourette's jokes, the first result was a website called Sickopedia that promised to provide the web's hottest sick, rude, offensive, and politically incorrect jokes. Even if it was offensive, Tourette's can manifest itself in a wide variety of humiliating ways that could be an easy target for edgy jokes, so I figured surely there would be some sort of variety here. But of the top 50 Tourette's jokes of all time, 43 of them were sloppily centered around the tired swearing stereotype. While there were a few jokes that played into the stereotype that are decently constructed, the vast majority were ill-informed, lazy swings in the general direction of Tourette's blank blank swearing, or swearing blank blank Tourette's. I should be leaving this page shocked and appalled, but frankly I'm just disappointed. I don't like it. It's like I'm mad that I'm not being bullied properly. Here, let's look at jokes about cancer. It's okay, some of my best friends are cancer. These jokes show a diversity of understanding different types of cancer, radiation, the creeping fear of death. These are all edgy as hell, but the edginess of the Tourette's jokes isn't the problem. It's the casually accepted way in which the vast majority of these jokes are founded on a misinformed idea of what my disorder is. Even that wouldn't be an issue if these people didn't carry that ignorance with them into the world, but the top 3 responses to my telling someone I have Tourette's indicates that they absolutely do, and it rubs off on otherwise well-meaning people who take their cues from the portrayals they see. The stupidest part of all this is that it's extremely easy to make Tourette's jokes that don't revolve around swearing. Here are 2 from near the bottom of the top 50. Here's a comic. Here's a vine.
Your son's a hell of a beatboxer.
That's Tourette's.
There are people working to change the perception of Tourette's in the public eye, but as long as people cling to the tired formulas, Tourette's jokes are going to remain generally one note and continue to be innately damaging to Tourette's image. So yeah, basically, Tourette's jokes. They usually suck.
The Tourette's Association likes South Park.
It's true. The Tourette's Association of America did in fact endorse Trey Parker and Matt Stone's portrayal of Tourette's in their episode of South Park, Le Petit Tourette. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that your poorly conceived bastardization of what is literally the stupidest part of that episode is magically freed from scrutiny. What Trey Parker and Matt Stone do is different than the jokes that are being made in reference to what they do. Let's use a visual aid. Okay, so here we have mid-2000s Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Using their combined talents, they make Le Petit Tourette. But the episode is an intelligently constructed work of satire, so it isn't simply one thing. The story centers on resident jerk Cartman being a massive jerk and pretending to have Tourette's so he can get away with saying anything that he wants. As a B-plot, Cartman's friend Kyle attempts to expose Cartman's shenanigans, but is instead called out himself for bullying Cartman about his Tourette's and is forced to attend a Tourette's support group. There, characters who actually have Tourette's touch on how Tourette's actually sucks, like, a lot. Later in the episode, Cartman fakes so hard that he legitimately develops Tourette's, and while that isn't really how Tourette's works, as a form of comeuppance for the clearly reprehensible Cartman, it effectively hammers home the idea that it only sounds fun if you don't have it. Also, in the episode, they say silly, dirty words. Oh gosh, you guys, they said piss coming from your ass? Pee doesn't come from your butt. There's a lot of good to be found in this episode, and it's clear that Trey Parker and Matt Stone have at least a slightly better understanding of the disorder than the average person. The Tourette's Association spoke out in support of these positive educational elements for rising above the kind of vapid ignorance the disorder is normally met with. So what's the issue? Well, once again, it comes from people who only store part of the show in their long-term memory. Can you guess which part it is? Yeah, it's that one. Of course it's that one. Despite the overall good intentions of the episode, it's clear that for a great number of people, the episode's message begins and ends with Tourette's swearing, ha, so funny. So basically, these people are not Trey Parker or Matt Stone. But they probably think they are because they're stupid and ignorant, and they took Trey Parker and Matt Stone's good message in a dumb way. Like idiots, because they're stupid, dumb idiots.
It's just a joke.
It's not. I mean, I wish it was. If the Tourette's comedy market wasn't so heavily dominated by swear-happy edgelords, I wouldn't really care about these types of jokes. Tourette's representation in the media and just about everywhere is comprised of primarily these garbage-ass repetitive jokes, and the effects are incredibly apparent. I'm actually going to link to a Reddit thread down below about a kid whose Little League coach didn't respect that he had Tourette's because the kid wasn't swearing, and who also seems to think that people with Tourette's die at age 40, which is not true at all. Thank you, Mr. Little League Coach, for confronting me with my own mortality. I really appreciate it. So hopefully that clears up some of the central issues that people have had with my old video, but to the staunch Publicum de Potvas out there, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't say this right the first time, so in exchange for my failings as a person and as a content creator, you get to make all the stupid Tourette's jokes that you want. All over my comment section, all over the internet. Here is your Make a Tourette's joke card. But in return, don't get mad when I call you a stupid, dumb idiot for doing it. But anyway, if you like what I'm doing here, you can let me know by hitting that like button. Plus, if you want to see more of my videos, you can hit the subscribe button, although you won't be notified about it unless you also hit the little bell icon, which, if you do, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to start featuring people who turn on the notifications. But until next time, I'm Jamie, this is a video, and I'll see you in the next one.